Oh, there we go.
Get you
That's
bright blue.
oh, really? Yeah, you're a nice red color.
Yeah. Super glossy.
Oh man,
Ah.
it's so good. I love the noise that the big cat guys make.
Oh, the Ettins, the two-headed guys.
Yeah, I love the.
Okay. Oh, he's just standing there, isn't he? He's like, don't even know they're here.
No, they're like, oh, just standing here guarding. Cool. So let me just get my.
Actually, is there any other? Yeah, are you using the arrow keys for movement too still?
I am actually, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there was a way to reset those unless you could get into the console above them, but it's a different thing to go get away from the WASD and have to put your fingers down on those arrows, right?
It's you know, because I used to obviously play with the arrow keys back in the day, and it's so strange to get used to it. It takes a long while. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's a bit laggy, but like sure for the sake of what's important is that the music is working. I can hear the music and the sounds.
Oh man.
Nice. Yeah.
So it's a little tough trying to get a creature that's flying up in the air when you're holding a mace, right? What am I gonna do? Throw the mace at it?
Right. Yeah, that's why the mage is so good with the long range stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think the cleric was okay too because you started with this mace, but then you got the ranged weapon in second one.
Right.
And what I loved about these two guys is they've got those interesting spell weapons that come into play, which are, with the hot and the cold and stuff.
Right.
And at least, especially when you got into multiplayer, that was so much fun.
Oh man, the deathmatch we used to have are absolutely hilarious. Yeah. And the weapons. Yeah.
I mean, when you're running after somebody or whatever, and they're just out of your range, and you hit them with the ice, and suddenly they're frozen, or it's you, and you're frozen in a block of ice. It's just so fun.
And then you just explode.
Yep, nowhere to go, or the putting a flame strike on people.
Oh man, that's so funny. Yeah. And of course, there's the pig as well, which is my favorite.
Yep, porculator.
The porculator. That's what it was called. Yeah. Oh man.
So I think just in Hexen 2, we had a lot more brought in sound effect design here, but you look at all the things that were hittable or destroyable.
Yeah.
That really got kind of went up. There we go.
Yeah, I love their sounds are so good. They're yeah.
I remember for him when it came to like his pain sound, he had the grunt and everything. And now I'm trying to remember. I can't remember whose idea it was, but they've got that like dog whimper cry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, they do that too. It wasn't my idea. I gotta give the credit to someone else. They're like, yeah, wouldn't it be cool if they sounded like that too? I'm like, yeah, I think I can pull that together. So we did that, and it's so hilarious.
Oh man, it's the funniest thing. Is it your guy that does the gas?
Yes.
The gas. Yeah, go on, give it a go there. I'll give you the honor.
Well, let's see, where's the flechettes here? I gotta go find the one that's in that.
Oh, there's one over here.
Oh yeah, but here come the fireballs.
Oh
Boom.
Yeah.
Heads up.
Yeah, that's killed me a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Hexen was quite relentless. There was like Heretic you could kind of get away with a lot, but Hexen there were so many traps that got you.
Yeah, it's a lot deeper game. I think you play it a lot more carefully because we're crashing windows. Like,
right.
Well, what else can you crash? What else do you need to crash? Like up here, is it this one? No, yeah, but oh, there's a guy behind this. There we go.
it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But then like you leave the smoke cloud here, and it's like, well, we can't go in that thing.
You can't go there for a while, yeah.
Yeah.
So did you do all the sound effects for each of the characters, or did you have someone come in and do those voices?
For like the main characters.
Yeah.
the wizards, and I gotta look at my notes. I know I did at least one of them,
Oh, cool.
and maybe more, because I actually did like kind of do some pitching, just to kind of give a different idea. Like the wizard is, I thought of him as like thinner, frailer guy, so his voice is a little higher. Cleric's in the middle, and then the fighter's got a more pitched down voice. So they might all be me. I'd have to look it up and check for sure. But,
That's cool.
yeah. Well, I think, I a lot of time try to invite people from Raven to come in and do voices and things like that, and they are definitely in games. Some of them are monsters and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But sometimes I could do the best just taking my time and experimenting with things on my own for getting the right sound for people. So
yeah, you're right, and it kind of is trial and error, isn't it? A lot with the with the sound effects. I did a game recently with a modification, and it was all like bug sounds. So it was literally just lots of experimenting, lots of failing, and then finally getting the right sound.
Yeah, definitely. Sound design is like that. Well, even when it's something about, like a door or whatever, you could still record a door or do that, and you're like, this doesn't sound like a door. What do I do?
Right.
What's going on here? So it's a pretty cool art. It's just kind of fun to experiment with things. But like in this game, the biggest thing, like, remember the guys who sorry, I can't think of their names, but the guys who are speaking to you and the magey kind of guys, is it? Yeah. But their voices were backwards, and I took a lot of time experimenting with that, like what forward lines would sound really good going backwards.
Right.
How you doing there, mage?
just hanging on. Oh man.
Yeah, it's like the weakest guy.
The weakest, yeah. It's funny. He's like the weakest, but at the same time, he can really kick a bit of ass once he gets the next few weapons.
Boom! There's our key.
Here's our key, and here's our next trap.
Yeah. I hear these were kind of innovative for this game too, as well.
No!
Oh dang!
That was super close. Okay, this time. Okay, there we go.
Oh no! Stuck on the door again. That was weird.
I might have been blocking your path. Oh, nice! You got it. Yeah, there's a few hairy moments in this game, and that's only one of them.
Yeah, it kind of changes the way you play this game compared to Heretic. There's just a lot more traps and careful things to look at. And
right.
Plus, I think, this was the first one where we could look up and down.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, and do the jumping, and later on the flying, and all those things were added.
Right. Hey, I love that you could, like, break the trees as well.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
Certain ones, certain colors.
Yeah.
So another big change about this, about Hexen, is, for me, sound-wise, was the kind of the immersiveness of the world here. In addition to the music, you hear the wind, you hear the growlings and things. There was insects, birds, and stuff like that.
Thunder, that's what it is. It's thunder that you hear in the background. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We created these ambient sets. I made a bunch of ambient sounds, and depending on what map you're in, it loaded a set of sounds that could play randomly in different places just to give it this filled-in feeling.
Oh, that's cool.
Right? It's a little more authentic and more immersive than some of the stuff in Heretic.
Right. Yeah. Actually, because I was talking to Bobby Prince about Doom, and he was like, "Look, there's not that many sound effects in the game." And like you don't hear. Yeah, he was like, I mean, apart from the monsters and the weapons and stuff, there's no ambient sounds. Apart from like when the doors open, if a monster opens a door, but there is the occasional monster growl, but there's no like actual ambient sounds from the actual maps themselves, like there is in Hexen. And I just thought that was cool. But it seems like there is, but there's not. If you get me.
Well, that's kind of interesting if you go back to listen. I know we'd find that out, but I think it's it's Mars inside a space station, so it's like You could have come up with some ideas in there, but you know, for maybe machines and things like that. But
right.
I think that's the thing when we were making this world. You look around, you're like, this can't just be quiet. This is a forest, and then there's like a swamp later, and all that stuff. So,
definitely, it needs to have some kind of background sounds.
Mm-hmm. Well, and just like the music, the goal is to make the player make you feel like you're really kind of immersed in this place.
Right.
And so those sound effects help to kind of give you a feeling of they change your mood, I guess. It's like a horror story a little bit.
Right. Yeah, with the no, it is, and like with the sound effects and the music combined together, it definitely gives that feeling. Oh, here the guys from Heretic. Well, they're on fire this time.
Oh yeah, these were the Kingsford Imps.
That's right. Man, I can't believe you remember all this stuff. It's unbelievable.
It comes back.
Yeah.
Because they look like a little charcoal.
Yeah. I used to love actually with the mage. You can actually hit the bell on the ground floor from here.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Check it out. There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's cool.
So you don't even have to go get the key from those guys.
Yeah, it's super cool. I always love that. But yeah. So like
that design thing. I mean, just those kinds of things where we did variations, like how some of the different player classes have different advantages or disadvantages,
right.
or the way the like the flechettes work differently for people. That's pretty.
I love that. Innovative. Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, so here's the key for the watchtower. Yeah, I thought that's cool. You know, like if you pick the mage, you don't have to do this part of the game. Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah. I'm scared by those things. Okay.
Yeah, I mapped my jump button to spacebar.
Oh, that was good.
And my use key to E, so I keep going to open doors and like I just keep jumping.
There you go.
There you go. Well, I did it already, but it's
yeah,
it's all good. Yeah, it's a cool map. It's a typical. I know. I like, you know, the design, the map designs of Heretic, and you know, this map's very like the John Romero type first level design. It has that kind of the way it's laid out. It's really similar to what, like, I watch a lot of his videos and his designing of maps, and he has a certain style for every first map of the game, of most of his games, that they're kind of quite easy, but they have a kind of logic to them.
I never built any maps, but I was in all the meetings listening and talking to designers about this, and of course we had guys like John Romero involved in making this game. So
right.
I mean, they definitely had a hand in making sure we're doing smart things, right?
Right. Yeah, that's cool to have that input, you know.
Oh yeah, because they had an investment in making sure that this game, you know, lived up to the feeling of the Doom games and everything, because, you know, they're really associated to each other. None of that, but if you got a formula that's successful, which they did, why would you not, you know, keep applying that in some way, especially on like the multiplayer maps? Those are the big ones.
Right.
Some definite rules you should follow in making those maps, which you did.
Yeah, I mean, it's evident that there's a lot of care went into it, into the game. So I don't know what you think about. We've been walking through this map for quite a while, and I know the music's been going along in the background. Yeah.
With the addition of the ambient sounds going on, and then the other things, it's like I just don't feel like caught up in that. I mean, it's there, it's creating the mood and everything, but I definitely don't get overwhelmed by it. So I feel like that's what changed in Hexen. It was a lot more depth into what you heard in the maps in the game when you played it. No. Yeah,
definitely a lot more atmospheric. That really kind of brings you into the game.
So we're going here.
Yeah. I don't want to telefrag you.
Okay. No, oh, that's right.
Yeah. Man, so was it last year? Oh no, it was a couple of years ago. I was actually, it was before I did the Hexen, was it before the Heretic? It might have been before the Heretic composers played that I did a death match with John Romero. In Dublin, yeah. Oh man, like he kicked my ass, but I actually gave him quite a good game for the weekend. It was at an expo, and he's like, yeah, you actually did quite well. And he's like, yeah, you did the best out of all the people that played me in the weekend. I was like, I'll take that.
Wow, yeah, that's an honor.
Yeah. I love that voiceover.
Yeah, that was the guy at Raven.
Oh, was it?
Uh-huh.
It's super cool.
Yeah. It's a little weird to me just watching that though. It's like we didn't have a sound on like the flame behind him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's little things I'm like, wait, what happened? Why did we miss that or just? But you know, back then there were certain restrictions on how many things you could do at once.
Of course, yeah.
Like this map is even playing a little slower. Feels like a little bit. Check here.
Yeah, the unfortunately it's the server is not great, but nice. It's actually I was thinking the mage weapon's quite reminiscent of the Dragon Claw from Heretic. It has that similar kind of flange sound.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah, again, it's like making a sound effect that would never just copy or just plop the same one in there, but I think it's because they work the same way that I probably designed it in a similar way.
Yeah, it's cool. It's kind of like a throwback to Heretic. It's not too dissimilar. It's like similar, but not the same.
Uh-huh.
Oh, here's the
I'm putting a
serpent
flesh
glider
out right here.
Oh, you got your first weapon. Oh, we both did.
There we go, right in the doorway.
Nice. I got my oh, here we go.
Ooh.
Oh man, it's the mage's frost shards is so good.
All right, let's see, did it drop that? Oh yeah, it's got mine up there too.
Yeah, I think we're playing there's all weapons are enabled. For some reason,
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't think I get my in the normal cooperative version. I don't think I don't think I get this straight away. That's a nasty cough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the ice level. I love this tune actually. It's super evil and like, you don't know what's gonna happen.
It's a lot of bass.
Yeah, a lot of bass and kind of low staccato piano parts. It's great.
Ethereal travel.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I forgot how good the cleric's first weapon was.
Oh yeah. And I forgot that this one, if you're right up on a guy, it'll actually like suck energy or life into him.
Yeah, it's like a chainsaw.
Yeah, you steal their life. Cool.
Yeah, I'll freeze them and oh no! Oh. Sorry, man.
I think I froze, didn't I?
Yeah, I might have frozen you. Oh man.
Got caught in the ice.
I just saw like a cleric half frozen and I was half attacked.
Yeah, I'm just seeing the world in blue here.
Cool. And we're back here again. And what I love is that the other doors open up. you know, and there's different areas open up. It's so cool. And then you go back to that place again, and then there's different doors that open up again, and
yeah, I guess, you know, if you're paying attention, you kind of get the connections of how this whole thing is
Right.
set up. Otherwise, I saw online some other people are very confused about how to play this game and where you're supposed to be going and what's happening and that kind of, which I understand.
yeah, it's not like most new games where you kind of get told where to go and quest markers telling you where to go. And that's not the case in good old Hexen. What was your favorite character to play? in Hexen?
I think I'm playing him right now, the cleric here.
The cleric, yeah.
Yeah, I mean his stats are kind of in the middle of things, so you get a little bit of each. But I love what this weapon is doing right now. You know.
Yeah.
But I can't remember if I can like give you life or something when
I'm
in
not
co-op mode here.
I don't know actually.
I feel like I'll just kill you.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't want to do that. But you know, with the flame strike and things like that too, that came up later. So.
Yeah. And his later weapons are crazy. The Wraith, the Ghost's weapon. And also kind of has that muted guitar from Heretic as well. That was used a lot in Heretic. Kind of throwback.
Okay, yeah. I'm just listening.
Yeah.
Just rolling along behind it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when I put together pieces, I would always hear them in different rhythmic layers as well. You could have something going long, put it in simple terms, a little bit faster, a faster line, and then a even faster line rolling underneath that. So, like you got this long sustained notes. No.
Yeah, and the strings.
But at the same time, then so it keeps it from just sitting there.
Right.
Because it's an action game, we want to keep the action moving somehow.
That's it.
I listen to these some of these things sometimes. I'm like, wow, that's pretty good. What was I thinking?
Yeah.
Really? I mean, everybody's probably like that. A painter paints a painting. You're like, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
But,
you know, when you write stuff and someone comes to you, like, oh, what were you doing there? It's kind of really different. I'm like, I don't know.
That's it exactly. I can remember when it came to building these pieces in Heretic or Hexen, my approach was kind of like I said, to go into a room quietly and just hit the first ideas that were coming out, and I might spend the morning doing that, and I just hear the next thing, and then I leave, go to lunch, come back, I'm like, okay, I'll work on some more. I have no idea what I was even going to hear, because I just made it, but I'm like, I can't remember even what I put together, which is really interesting to me. It's like it's not like mathematical or scientific how that came together. It's very just creative out of your head. Yeah. And then I'd play it back and I'm like, oh yeah, and here's what comes next, and then just kind of adding in the parts.
Yeah, it's cool. It's just it's whatever, you're in the zone and you're just kind of
So I mean, if no one's ever really asked, but someone said, how do you write a Heretic song? How do you write a Hexen song to make it work in that? I honestly don't think I could say, well, here's the formula. You write it this way and you do this and that. There's a few guidelines, like we've talked about, like some characteristic things, like certain instruments you use, certain the low lines, the heaviness, and that kind of thing, the tritones and dissonances. But other than that, I don't know where it comes from.
Yeah. These guys don't like the ice. That's great.
So much fun. I love just seeing that happen, like in deathmatch.
Yeah, and you can push them as well, which is great as well.
Yeah, that's great.
So good. Oh man, there's loads of them. They're all spawning in.
Whoa, I got froze again.
Oh man, that was me. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I need to find another weapon.
I forgot you could get caught in the crossfire there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was there was quite a few.
I don't remember that many guys showing up there.
No, either do I. Oh, there's a. Oh, it's the fire key. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was insult to injury when you like play like deathmatch and then you freeze somebody and you just start pushing them all over the map. Just like, shove them off a cliff. And things like that.
Yeah, it's so good. They're like, you.
Alright, you gotta run.
Oh
you gotta
man,
run like crazy if you're gonna make that one.
I don't miss this part at all. Okay, do you know what? I'll bring back the key.
There you go.
Oh, there is the ledge on the side, actually, isn't there? You can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was tough. I was trying to play that, trying to make that jump. It was a little hard because not only did you have a jump button, but the mouse moves you forward and backward a little bit. So
right.
I push myself off the ledges sometimes.
Yeah. Especially now because it's a little bit laggy, so it's going to be even
yeah. There you
even
go.
trickier. Nice. Oh yeah, that opened up that door down there actually. I'm gonna see if I can make it. Okay.
It's just down by the.
Okay, I got the flame mask.
Yeah, I don't remember what that did, but
Either do I, but hopefully I can make it back without dying. I can see him firing shots at him. Nice. It's a cool sound actually, that weapon. That crossbow. That boom boom.
Yeah.
That's a cool sound.
It's a unique design, even the serpents with the eye in the middle and everything.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know, is the flame mask? I think we do that somewhere else, don't we?
I don't know what it actually does.
Yeah, it's been a little while since I've
There's
played
there's a gate down here that opens up down there. But
oh, that's right. Later on, yeah. This is the other fire door. Yeah, I think maybe. Oh, it's another part of the map. Actually, I think we bring that flame.
You probably
mask.
have to go back to the steel area or something.
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
This game turns into like this epic journey, doesn't it? It's just like
it's so good. Yeah, it's oh, just about. Yeah, the poor old mage doesn't take. But it's right at the start of the song. It has this
yeah.
I absolutely love that. It's a really cool rhythm. It's kind of Latin-y, maybe that's the word I'm kind of looking for.
When you just sang it like that, yep, I could hear that.
Yeah. And distortion guitars, which you don't hear that often in Hexen. Yeah, it's cool. I think it's cool. And the roads are going. It's kind of doing like a counter. Yeah, I love that. It's so cool.
Thank you.
Yeah,
just listening to him going, you know what? It comes in and you like, okay, there it was, but now it's gone.
Yeah.
And it's not like stuck in my head. So I think that's probably what I was trying to do is like, you can include melodic ideas like that, but not overuse them so that people get sick of them, right?
Yeah, because that's the only time you hear it is at the start, and then the rest of it is that cool, pan muted guitar thing.
Yeah, when I listen to these pieces too, I do feel good about how they stand on their own as full pieces.
Right.
That you could just listen to them, and it's kind of really surprises me, but it's like kind of an honor. People are like, oh, I just put this on and listen to it. You know, just when I'm playing games or doing other stuff, I'm like, okay, I guess maybe I could too. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there is like you know, there's loads of playlist of Heretic and Hexen music, and so many people use them for like study music. which is cool.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. I guess that's kind of what it is about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you tore that guy a new one.
Well, like I'm shooting him and I'm stealing his life and everything. It's
Yeah.
like, this is a great weapon.
It's unbelievable.
So this map here, as I was just playing it before, this is really bad. This is hard. There's these the centaur guys in here.
Oh yeah, they block your attack, don't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, here he comes.
It's right behind you.
Yeah.
Wow,
Oh man, it's so tough.
There we go.
Nice. I love this. I love the lighting in this.
Oh boy. Sorry. Yeah. The dynamic lighting.
Yeah.
That kills.
It's super cool. Oh man, these guys. Oh no. I went out with a bang. I used all my
Oh. I don't remember this being that hard.
Yeah, man.
But it is. Yeah, and the way that with the lights moving and everything. I think this is also kind of an innovation to have this metal texture.
You can actually kind of hear it in the music. It sounds quite metallic.
Yes. Yeah, you're right, and that's not accidental. I actually had some notes now. About pieces. What you just reminded me was one of the basic things that was different with Hexen again here is that I actually knew ahead of time what some of the maps were going to be.
Oh,
and in Heretic, that wasn't really true. It was just kind of like, well, it's going to be this dark fantasy, shooter game. But in this one, like the desert areas, the swamp, and this mechanical sort of like, this is a big machine, really. And that's why it sounds like a clockwork kind of machine.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's very like mechanical, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so...
That's cool.
There's certain maps where it's like, what do you do with this? It's a chapel. What does a chapel sound like? But the other things like the desert areas, Desert of Blech, and the swamp and stuff, were pretty purposefully designed that way.
Right. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool that you had those, those ideas in mind.
Hmm?